separation yet?
Good, no separation. I wouldn't expect any separation. We got to see consistent separation. It can't just be a day or two. It's got to be consistent separation. So we're probably talking in the next week before we even start to see some of that.
Are you seeing any lingering effects from Chase Hansen's leg injury from last season?
No, not at all. He's still a little bit stiff at times, but as far as how he's moving great. He's about 220 pounds, or just shy of that, 218. So he's back to where he needed to be. After the surgery, he got down to like 200 and dropped a bunch of weight. But now he looks good. He's performing very well.
Do you believe Faftasanga opened your eyes at all in the first couple of days of
Yeah,
practice?
he's opened my eyes with his play and with his out of shape. We didn't get him until very late in the summer. So he's got a lot of talent. A long ways to go to get in shape. He's got to go.
How long could that take? A week?
No, probably 2-3 weeks.
Really?
2-3 weeks to play yourself in shape.
Do you envision Chase Hansen at all moving up to linebacker in the future? Maybe not this season.
That could happen. He's got the frame to carry 230, 235. So we'll see how that evolves. That's not something that's not ordinary. We've had guys do that before and grow. And on defense, you want to tilt the field forward. You want to slide your safeties to backers, your big backers to D-line. That makes you a faster defense. And so there's a good chance that happens. He's only a sophomore, but we'll see how he develops physically over the next couple of years.
Do you see his situation as kind of similar to Brian Bleckens from a couple of seasons ago?
Yeah, similar, except he's got a bigger frame than Brian.
Tim Patrick seems to be all about business. He doesn't seem to be talking or chirping or goofing. I don't know if that's his nature anyway, but he seems very focused.
Yeah, he just puts his head down and works. He's just excited to be back out. He has been a long time since he was healthy. And he just feels very blessed and fortunate to be out here with his teammates. And you're right, he's all about getting the job done. There's not a lot of extracurricular.
Is he a leader among the wide receivers?
He's probably leader among the wide receivers.
Is he all the way back, or can you still see there's some rust to scrape off there?
Maybe a little bit of rust, but he's 90% at least of the way back. And he's running well. He's pain-free. He's catching the ball. We had one drop today earlier in practice that I was disappointed about. But he's where he needs to be. We're just hoping for no setbacks at this point.
Tyron Smith started a lot of games for you guys kind of as a true freshman last year. Seemed a little bit raw last year. Do you see him kind of growing and developing more now?
Yep, he's becoming more polished as a receiver with his mechanics and his techniques and in and out of breaks and doing the things that we need to do to be a good Division I receiver. He's working hard at it, and you can see that progress being made.
You've talked about consistency at quarterback to get separation. Is the same thing true at wide receiver? And are you seeing? Is there any consistency out there yet?
And they're starting to become consistency. There's consistency competing for the ball and being physical at the line of scrimmage. You can see that. It's very apparent. The drops are less right now. But again, the entire litmus test is the game. We get to the game on September 1st and we'll see how we perform. But so far, we think we're on track.
How do you sort out the talent at tight end with Moyai, Hanley, and Ciala?
Yeah, got a lot of good players there, and all three of those guys are performing very well. Ken Hampel behind them is doing a good job. Wallace Gonzalez has made progress. Chad Hecking, the freshman, that's a position we feel like we got a lot of depth, and we're going to use multiple tight end sets, so there'll be a role for the guys that prove they're ready to play in the Pac-12. We'll have roles for them.